Good afternoon, and welcome to SFVP Certification Requirements. If you work in the food industry, you may be required to comply with SFVP, which is a Foreign Supplier Verification Program, and their certification requirements. This certification ensures that imported food products meet U.S. safety standards. In this guide, we'll cover everything you need to know about SFVP certification, including who needs it, how to get certified, and what the requirements are. So what is SFVP certification? Foreign Supplier Verification Program certification is a requirement for importers of food products to ensure that the products meet U.S. safety standards. This certification is part of the FDA's efforts to ensure the safety of imported food products and to prevent foodborne illnesses. Importers must have a written plan in place that outlines their verification activities, and they must verify that their foreign suppliers are producing food in compliance with U.S. safety standards. Failure to comply with SFVP requirements can result in penalties and even import restrictions. So who needs to comply with SFVP certification requirements? Importers of food products into the United States are required to comply with SFVP certification requirements. This includes both human and animal food products. The FDA defines an importer as the U.S. owner or consignee of a food offered for import into the United States. This means that even if you are not the actual importer of the food product, but you are the U.S. owner or consignee, you are still responsible for complying with SFVP requirements. It is important to note that some exemptions may apply, such as for certain small businesses or for certain types of food products. So what are the key components of SFVP certification? The key components of SFVP certification include conducting a hazard analysis of the imported food product, evaluating the foreign supplier's performance and food safety practices, establishing and implementing written procedures for verifying the foreign supplier's compliance with U.S. safety regulations, and maintaining records of all SFVP activities. It is important to note that the importer is responsible for ensuring that the foreign supplier is in compliance with all U.S. food safety regulations, including the preventative controls for human food rule and produce safety rules. Failure to comply with the SFVP requirements can result in FDA enforcement action, including detention of the imported food product and/or refusal of entry into the United States. Okay, so how do you develop an SFVP program? Developing the SFVP program involves several key steps. First, importers must identify the hazards associated with the imported food product and evaluate the foreign supplier's food safety practices. This may involve conducting on-site audits or inspection of the foreign supplier's facilities. Next, importers must establish and implement written procedures for verifying the foreign supplier's compliance with U.S. food safety regulations. This may include reviewing the supplier's records and testing the imported food for contaminants. Finally, importers must maintain records of all SFVP activities, including hazard analysis, supplier evaluations, and verification procedures. It is important to work with a qualified consultant or attorney to ensure that your SFVP program meets all applicable requirements. So how do you maintain compliance with SFVP certification requirements? To maintain compliance with SFVP certification requirements, importers must regularly review and update their SFVP program, and this ensures that it remains effective and up to date at all times. This may involve conducting periodic audits or inspections of foreign suppliers, reviewing and update hazard analyses, and verifying the imported food product continues to meet U.S. food safety standards. Importers must also maintain accurate and complete records of all SFVP activities, including any corrective actions taken in response to identified hazards or non-compliance issues. It is important to stay informed about any changes to SFVP regulations and to work with a qualified consultant or attorney to ensure ongoing compliance.